What's happening, guys? It's Tony aka T-Slaps here. We're back with a brand new Japs League video, baby. I'm your coach at the Buffalo Drills, and this is our week 2 game of Krash Season 12. This week we're going up against Curse and the Kyoto Kirums. I had to have this open because I didn't quite remember his team name. I'm really bad about team names, just because these are all people I've never faced in the community, pretty much. But this is the team that we're going up against right here. We can move over to this dock, and so you can see our team as well. We're still rocking with the same team of Mega Delphox, Naganadel, Tinglu, Tinkaton, Azumarill, Rotomosh, Terra, Grass, Kartana, Terra, everything to Dunsparce, Delmice, and Ice Cube. Whereas our opponent has Chinpao, Ogerpon, Terra, so obviously no, it's Wellspring, so Terra Water, Aegislash, Nidoqueen, Mega Dragonite, Hatterene, Terra Centiskorch, which is everything Terra, Iron Hands, and Lurantis. So, pretty terrifying squad from our opponent. If you didn't check out last week's spoilers ahead, but we did end up losing. Don't quite remember what happened in that game. I'm going to be honest, it's been a while since I played it. But no big deal. No need to harp on that loss. We're looking for a quick bounce back this week and clutching our first win. And so that's what we're looking to do now. I remember what happened. We just couldn't get rid of hazards, and those ended up biting us in the butt. That's what it was with the webs. So we remember now. We learned from that, right? We're going to make sure we're a lot better with our hazard removal this time around. But luckily, his hazard isn't as big of a deal this week. I mean, he has like Spikes on Ogerpon. He had the Nidoqueen, but I don't see that coming. I think his main form of hazard is going to be trying to come from a Magic Bounce on the Hatterene. And so we can play around that pretty easily. We did end up bringing hazards this week to punish things like the Chinpao, the Mega Dragonite. Of course, that can't be Boots. That's like a really huge one. The Centiskorch, if it doesn't bring Boots. I do think the Centiskorch is going to come because it's a really good natural check if it Terras into my Mega Delphox, because it has Flash Fire to neutralize my Fire Stab. And it can go either, I think it's going to be Dark or Steel to neutralize my Psychic Stab. I think Steel is a bit more likely because I could just run like Dazzling Gleam or something like that, and it would also cover the Mega Dragonite. So I think Terra Steel makes the most sense here, and you'll see where my prep kind of plays around that. But otherwise, I mean, the Chinpao is of course super terrifying, and also naturally outspeeds my Mega Delphox, which is super annoying, and he can just, attack me. He can like Sucker Punch, and Ice Shard priority is both really good to my team for like the Kartana, the Naganadel, and the Mega Delphox. It's really, really good. The Chinpao is like terrifying, dude. The Terra Ogerpon's pretty annoying too, but we do have some decent natural checks versus it. We see the Aegislash, not sure what it's going to do, but Shadow Sneak's always kind of annoying for my Delphox to deal with. He has some just great priority options for my team, to be honest. Nidoqueen's just there to honestly just remove hazards, or to stack up hazards if it wants to. The Mega Dragonite's pretty annoying. Don't know what to expect from that thing. In this league, it has not multi-scale, is it Marvel scale? It has Marvel scale, so that's something to keep in mind. We want to be careful about how we status it if we do. Hatterene, I think, will just come to nuzzle my team. Like I said about the Centiskorch, Iron Heads is kind of annoying to switch into. It does match up really well into my team. And lastly, Lurantis, if it comes, it's because he needs a Defogger, because it's just this, and I believe the Dragonite that has Defog. And I mean, you don't really want to run Defog on your Mega Dragonite, right? So that's kind of the team we're facing into. I'll show you what we're bringing and why we're bringing it. So first off, we added a Azumarill to the team. It's going to be Sap Sipper. I mean, the thing just kind of jails the Ogerpon Wellspring and the Chinpao. So it does really well at helping with those two, especially with Sap Sipper. Where's physically defensive? I don't remember quite what the investment's for. It's obviously, I think, to take either 3 or 4 KOs from either the Chinpao or the Ogerpon Wellspring, if I had to guess. I think it's a 4 KO from the Wellspring's Ivy Cudgel, barring any crits. With Scald, Alluring Voice, Knockoff, and Toxic. Scald's really, really good. Glad to have Scald back on my water types, man. Thanks Nat Dex, but Scald's really good here to get some really crucial burns on things, especially like the Iron Hands that I think is going to come in on me pretty often. Alluring Voice is nice. It can punish like SD on this Ogerpon Wellspring. Knockup is nice for removing items, like on boots on anything, or knocking off his Aegislash's item just in general. And Toxic is really, really nice for windowing down that Mega Dragonite and the Iron Hands if I need to, as well as the Ogerpon. It really helps against the Ogerpon, because yeah, I can stop it with Alluring Voice if it tries to SD up and boost past me, but if I get unlucky with confusion turns, then like it doesn't really help me, right? So Toxic's really good bring there. I don't think he can afford to also bring Sub. He would be really restricted on his moves if he brought Sub. So I think this is fine here. So that's not a big deal there. I do have to be careful about the Toxic. I want to scout to see if Hatterene is ever switching because I do not want to get Toxic back with Magic Bounce. So that's something to keep in mind. Next up I added to the team was Rotomosh. Needed something to help me defog hazards. I mean, I don't want to get ruined by hazards 2 weeks in a row, so we got our defogger here. Hydro, Discharge, Pain Split, Defog, just physically defensive. To take some pressure off of Azumarill by maybe taking care of the Chinpao initially. Helps deal with the Scorch and the Iron Hand somewhat. His Hydro Pump for big damage. Discharge is really nice to hit the... What did I bring Discharge for? I think I just wanted consistent damage on the Dragonite and stuff without having to worry about Volt switching out and having to take a hit with something else if I did outspeed for some reason. I want to say that's why I brought it. I'm not 100% sure. I just remember the thought process was I don't want to Volt switch out having to click my electric move and having to switch into something else. That's all I remember, so I apologize there. Pain Split, obviously keep yourself healthy, and Defog to remove hazards with the boots so we don't get punished by rocks. Next up we got our Kartana here, just pretty physically defensive, Terra Grass of course with the Beast Boost. We're rocking Lumberry because I see this as a really good way of making sure we're safe against that Hatterene. So I can send this in to take on the Hatterene, whether it be after Hatterene takes a kill and I just get a clean switch into Kartana and they want to like sack it or something. And as well as if I don't really have a clean switch into the Hatterene or I don't want something to get nuzzled, I can go into Kartana and not have to worry about it thanks to Lumberry, right? And so that's kind of the thought process there. It also helps me like if I'm facing the Hatterene one-on-one and I want to make an aggressive read by like clicking a different move, clicking like a Leaf Blade that doesn't maybe kill from where it's at, a knockoff, predicting the Aegislash. This really helps there. And it allows me to like make that play without being punished too hard because we have the Lumberry to catch us with the Nuzzle, right? That's always nice there. Next, and then lastly, we got Vacuum Wave, just to get some chip off on the Chinpao. I think it does like 30% to it, nothing too crazy, but I mean, last time I said, hey, I was going to run it for the Weavile, and I took it off last second, and it ended up, potentially, it could have helped me out at the end of the last game of last week, so we're going to bring Vacuum Wave this time and see how it goes. Next we got Tinkaton here, bring a pretty specially defensive set. We have enough speed to outspeed, what was it, maybe a max speed Nidoqueen I think, or maybe it was an Adamant / Modest Dragonite. It's one of those two. But we're running just a move set of Player Up, Gigaton, Foul Play, and Stealth Rock. This is meant to be a soft check to that Mega Dragonite. You know, Plato just does consistent damage along with Gigaton Hammer, knockoff to, or Foul Play to do consistent damage to the Aegislash, and the Ogerpon if it wants to set up an SD, kind of does really well into both of those. Knockoff wouldn't do a ton to that Ogerpon, so Foul Play seemed better. And then Rock just to set them up and punish that Dragonite really. Obviously it punishes across his team really well, but mainly that Mega Dragonite doing a consistent 25% because obviously it can't run boots. Because as the Mega Stone, it's just super awesome with Citrus Berry just to keep myself healthy. Next up, we got Mega Delphox here. Just Flamethrower, Side Shock, Focus Blast, Sub. So I have Flamethrower as our main stab, Side Shock. I went between Side Shock and Psychic back and forth, obviously. And I decided that Side Shock would be better. I dropped my phone, so sorry if y'all heard that. But I'm bringing Side Shock here because it hits the... Typically, it'll hit the Iron Hands better. It really just depends on his spread and stuff like that. I think there's something else on his team. Maybe it was the Dragonite where like Psychic would have hit harder technically. But I decided Side Shock would be better. And it also helps with the Ogerpon because obviously once it tears, it gets the Spadef boost every time it comes in. So helps out there as well. Next up we got Focus Blast, and that's really purely just because it's a hard read on that Terra Steel right here. On the Terra Steel, and I guess potentially Terra Dark, although I think Terra Steel is better. Really just a sole read on that set right there, because I think that's his best check to the Mega Delphox, so really just hit that thing. And then lastly Sub, in case we need to outplay like a Sucker Punch from the Chinpao. That's really about it, to be honest. Um, and lastly, we got Tinglu here, just a Spadef set, just to help maybe take some pressure off the Tinkaton, as that's our only Spadef wall. It can help take hits from the Aegislash, as long as it's not like a CC variant. It can take the hits from the Needle Queen and punish it with us being AV, and also pretty offensive still, adamant with 56 attack. It's going to hit really strong. It can do a lot of damage to his team. Like, offensive Tinglu does a ton of damage. There really isn't a great switch in on his side. We got Earthquake for our main stab, Heavy Slam to hit that Hatterene. We have Throat Chop to hit the Lurantis, I guess, and the Tinglu with good damage as our stab move, and Stone Edge to hit that Dragonite. So with our attack investment, we pretty much two-shot Dragonite with Stone Edge, which was kind of my goal. And with our speed investment, I believe we just made sure we outsped like a slow Aegislash maybe. I think that's my guess. Been a while, like I said, and we're just AV just to help sponge hits, so we can like really come into Hatterene pretty safely and just do some huge damage. Same with the Needle Queen, we can come in and do some really good damage after we absorb a hit with our AV. And that's gonna be our team though. So like I said, I'm really scared of that Chain Pal. Its priority against my offensive core of Mega Delphox, Naganadel, and Kartana is like so strong. I mean, he just runs dual stab and it looks really good. The Mega Dragonite could be really annoying to switch into, especially because I haven't really played one, right? So I don't really know what to expect exactly. So it'd be interesting to see how that thing pairs. And that's really about it. So I don't thank you guys so much for watching. Let's get right into the battle. Alright, here we are with the week 2 battle of Clash. I'm sorry, I keep saying Clash, it's Crash Season 12. I don't know why I keep doing that. But we're here with week number 2. So what did he decide to bring into us? He decided to bring no Chain Pal. There's no Chain Pal. That thing literally outsped my Mega Delphox and killed it. I don't know why there's not. Okay. He brought the Aegislash, the Mega Dragonite. No Ogerpon either. What the heck is this team? He brought Lurantis. I assume just because he needed to get rid of hazards from my side of the field, because he didn't have a great remover otherwise, other than just Magic Bounce with the Hatterene. What is his Terra type? He's Terra Steel, which is what I predicted him to be, Terra Steel, which is why we have Focus Blast on Delphox. So I'm glad we did that. As for my lead, I mean, Kirby feels a lot more expendable now, which is pretty cool. I guess it could help out versus the Centiskorch, right? Overall, I think Ant just feels like a good lead, unless he leads the Lurantis, but then I can go into a Zoom pretty freely there with my Sap Sipper and not really care. So I think I'm going to lead with Ant for now, and we'll see what happens. I wish I had Volt Switch now. Now they did bring the Ogerpon, but that's fine. He's going to go to Dragonite here. I guess we'll go into Tinkaton here and see what happens. Just going to Dragon Pulse, and of course we're immune to that. How much does like a flamethrower from this thing do? I imagine a lot, right? It does half. It'll knock us into Citrus, and then we can go from there. So we'll go ahead and click Play Rough here. Go into Centiskorch. Not a big deal. We can see lefties. That's fine. Like I said, from here we can go into a Zoom pretty safely. Not a big deal. We can see them tear into the Steel type, so it makes sense. They're gonna Fire Lash. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and click Scald here. Feels pretty safe against his team, but could also knock pretty freely into his team, which seems kind of like a better play. We can just knock for some mid-ground damage. I can't click Toxic out of fear of that Hatterene. Obviously, it's Steel type. I know I can't click Toxic here, but just in general, Toxic isn't really as useful because he didn't bring the Wellspring. I could also just Scald and fish for burns and stuff, which didn't seem like a bad idea, so we'll do that. But yeah, he's gonna go into Iron Hands. We're Scald, see if we can't get that burn. We do not. That did pitiful damage though. That's kind of screaming like a Spadef AV. Iron Hands. Yeah, that's like max Spadef AV. Like, I am talking the most max you can be with AV.
I mean, if that's the case, I don't mind the damage here from a Thunder Punch if it means I can Toxic this thing. Oh, okay. That's fine. Okay, we missed a Toxic. That's what's up. That sucks because I didn't think he'd go Hatterene there either. So now we're kind of in like a weird spot. I mean, I'm Sap Sipper, so I don't care. I don't want to fire off another Toxic in case the Hatterene comes in here, so I'll just knock off. I'm gonna go Aegis Slash. Okay, we're gonna get a knockoff on it. Knock off this thing's leftovers. We can go to Kaz here pretty freely. I'm not too scared of what this thing does. I don't think. Kaz versus this Aegis Slash. Like, how much am I taking from, like, Sacred Sword? I hate calcing Aegis Slash. CC's doing half, so not great. I don't mind taking that damage. We'll be okay. We'll go into Tinglu here. I don't think you hard CC this first turn anyways. We're gonna see Shadow Ball come out, so it's special. Does like no damage. This is a pretty free Earthquake into his team. Heals Lurantis, that's fine. Does Lurantis get Synthesis? It does, okay. Good to know. Kind of makes it a bit more annoying. I mean, EQ is pretty free here. Maybe also double predicting the Lurantis here. And if I make that play, what would I go into? Delphox? And then click Focus Blast on the Centiscorch coming in? We're gonna Thigh Shock first, I guess. It'd cover Iron Hands coming in as well. Let's do it. He stays in. Oh no, he didn't. Okay, my team was faster than his Aegis Slash. Good to know. He's gonna go to Hatterene here. I don't want to get nuzzled here. Does Kartana kill here? We have Lumberry, so we can take the nuzzle and not really worry about this Hatterene, right? I don't kill. What I could do here is sub on the nuzzle and get a flamethrower off on this, so then it puts it in range of Smart Strike always, which kind of seems shiced. Is that what I want to do here? Man, I can just go Tink for free here and get up my rocks. Go Centiscorch. Okay. Going to Kirby. Whole lot of nothing going on. We really need to find a situation to set up our rocks to punish all this pivoting out on his side. We'll just click Scald here again. See if we can't snag a burn on something. I don't want a Toxic on something coming in. He's going Mega D-Knight, so I prefer not to get the burn on this. Cool. I would actually love the Toxic this thing, but I think for now I don't want to take the damage on Kirby. It's kind of nice, so we'll go ahead and go into this, and we can't get confused because of own tempo. We're thinking about everything this week, man. So Hurricane, how much did that do? It did 29. That's modest damage. Okay. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna set my rocks here. Gonna flamethrower. That's cool, man. I got my rocks up here, which are so shiced. If I want to go into my Tinglu here, how much is it doing with like an Ice Beam to me? I eat the Ice Beam for breakfast, low-key. Tinkaton could be nice still. Maybe over predicts here too. If I let my Tinkaton go down, what do I pivot into there from there? I can go to Tinglu and just fire off a Heavy Slam, which feels bad because then that lets into Lurantis to defog, I think, if I'm not mistaken, because it's gonna take hits from me really well. I think I like going into. I think I. I think I'm gonna go into Tinglu for now because I can always set up rocks later if I need to. Let's see. Okay, cool. And I just Stone Edge here for damage. We're gonna eat that. Oh, you got the confusion. Come on, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Screw you, big dog. Screw you. I don't need this for. It's nice for the Aegis Slash. Let's go into Rotom here. Just gonna go into Hatterene. Discharge is free here. That's so annoying. Whatever. We're gonna discharge, get some damage off. Greening. Hydra this time around. I don't need health on Ant really, or anything in specific. He's gonna go into D-Knight. I'm gonna Hydra this time around. We're gonna connect. Do next to nothing. Last move's probably Roost if I had to guess. Go back into Tinglu as he Roost, I imagine. Yeah. This thing's pretty annoying to take down. It might be worth trying to get a Toxic off on it, but I can't really do that safely with Hatterene around. He's gonna D-Pulse, crit me. Okay, just screw my Tinglu then, yeah? When are we going into Tink here? We'll Stone Edge again. Gonna Dragon Pulse here. Yeah, Dragonite's annoying, dude. Can Delphox kill from here? Might be Delphox time. Delphox versus this Dragonite. This thing's actually such a problem. But I mean, I live any hit from this thing. Okay, Tink outspeed? I feel like it didn't, right? I had to have outsped. How did it outspeed me, but it did modest damage? Pretty sure I'm fast enough my Tinkaton to outspeed. Modest. Am I not? I'm not. I thought it was. Okay. Yeah, I can go into... I can go Delphox here. I can take any one hit. But he just Roost stalls me at that point, right? Does Kartana take it out? No. Like if I go Kirby here, I can Alluring Boys. I think I have to go Kirby and then predicting a double out into like Lurantis or something. Either Hatterene or Lurantis, right? I have to make a switch out here. Into Kartana, I think. Okay. Right, you save this thing? I think so. I think that's knockoff here. Oh, I overpredicted. Don't fucking Mystical Fire me. Don't do it. Okay, that's fine. I'm one berry. Fuck you. Okay, we're chilling. We're chilling. Okay. Oh my god. So can I click knock again? I can. And I don't lose anything by that. I guess I get Smart Strike on Dragonite coming in. He's gonna go to Aegis Slash here. I would like to think I killed this thing, but I doubt it, right? With the +1 knock? I mean, it says I do. Oh, I knocked his leftovers. So maybe I don't. Yeah, I don't. So I can go into Ant here, I think. I can fire off pretty free Toxics into his team. Now he's gonna King Shield. This feels like a pretty free discharge into his team. I mean, if I get the pair on the Dragonite, then my Tinkaton outspeeds it and pressures it, which is nice. So I don't even mind if I do that. So you can go to Lurantis here. You can get the defog off. So we punish this. We're going into Delphox. Right? Got a superpower. Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna Mega here and click the Psyshock. I think Psyshock is fine here. Or does Focus Blast kill Centiskorch anyways? You should always kill the Centiskorch. I got damage on this earlier. When did I damage the Centiskorch? So I can confirm it spread maybe a little bit more. The Plera did 17. Yeah, that might be max Bedef, so I think getting the Psyshock damage off is good on a middle ground. Gonna knock, that's fine. A flamethrower here. Fuck you, man. Ugh, I've just gotten outplayed, man. Feels like every single turn. I need a little bit more chip on this thing. So we're gonna go into Azumarill, and I can Toxic for free here. Yeah, it's in Focus Blast range now. I just have to worry about that Aegislash having Sneak. I can Scald for free here. Or Toxic. Scald. Scald's pretty free into his team. Gonna Coil. That's fine, I can Scald here. Not get a burn, because why would I? Alluring Voice. He's just out fucking getting me, man. He's just getting me over and over. But Wash can come in here and kill it now, I think. In this range. No, I have to go into Delphox here and Focus Blast. Is there any other sack I want to make here? Ant isn't... Like, Kirby might be nice to get a Toxic off, but I get outsped by his entire team. So I don't know when I would get it off. I mean, I guess this is kind of nice for the Lurantis. Rotom's nice for getting damage off on the Iron Hands, though, and I can Pain Split down the D9 and stuff. Yeah, let's just go ahead and sack this thing. Quick Scald here. We get to land this. We might lose the game if we miss. Dude, like, come on. 0 Scald burns. Fucking missing Focus Blast, bro. This is like the worst game, bro, of all time. Terragrass won't kill that Kartana ever here. But right now that's my win con, so I gotta get damage off with Rotom. How much does Foul Play do? I do about 30. So then he'd be at like 22 plus 6, so he'd be at like 28%. Would Rotom be able to kill from there? It'd be a roll. My Kartana would be able to kill with a Terragrass. I think it's my best play. Okay. He like bullied my Tinglu with a crit and a miss. Missed the Focus Blast. I mean, I just wasn't meant to win this game, it feels like. It's not like technically over, because I can still win it with Kartana. But I mean, man. So I have to go into Kartana here, right? Or I can go into Wash, but Wash is like a roll. And if I'm wrong, that Leech Life is gonna ruin my game, so I have to risk a burn here with Flame Body. Oh, no, he's Flash Fire. We're fine. So I think just Terragrass Leaf Blade is my best bet here. Okay. I mean, Dragonite's weak. If I can beat this Aegislash, we might be okay here. Yeah, it's not like over. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is a Spadef Iron Hands. Do I want to lose my boost here? Do I lose if I lose my boost? Is my thought. Like, I live any hit from this thing, and at +1 I 2-shot this. I think we're fine here to just stay in and Leaf Blade. Did we just come back, bro? Oh my god, Kartana. Kartana! Oh my god! The goat. The goat, man. I don't think I care. I just knock off this thing. Let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. Oh my gosh. GG. Oh my goodness to our opponent. Kartana's the GOAT. Oh, I'll talk to him after the game. Oh my goodness. I mean, I think we prepped really well. I mean, the thing like the Lumberry came in handy super well. The Lumberry came. I would say my only like we prepped like the Focus Blast specifically for the Terra Steel Kartana or Terra Dark. It was one of the two, right? I think the AV Team Lulu was good. I think like the only thing is like maybe I could have had better play to break in that Dragonite, but like otherwise we prepped well. We just got really unlucky. I think we played decent enough. But Kartana's the GOAT, man. Kartana's the freaking GOAT. GG to our opponent. We're gonna move on to 1-1. We got a couple more weeks with this team, and then we're gonna draft a new team. But happy with this team so far. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, hit that like button and subscribe for more content. We got 3 draft leagues currently on the channel, so you can check out any one of those 3. I'll see you guys for next week's game. Peace.